Hello, guys, and welcome back to our channel. I've always been passionate about creating a more sustainable lifestyle. And what a better way to do that than by growing your own vegetables and baking your own bread at home? It's not about self sufficient, it's more about reconnecting with the nature and truly appreciated the effort that goes into putting food on the table. Moving into our new house, it's a great opportunity to start our journey to sustainable living and farm to table lifestyle. Since we have a piece of land, we are able to create a garden. And our kitchen is well equipped with a charcoal oven. So we are also able to cook our own bread. For us, creating a farm to table lifestyle is about more than just growing your own food. It's about creating a more sustainable future for us, for our children, and for the next generations. We believe that by taking control of what we eat, we can reduce our carbon footprint, live healthier, and happier lives. Join us today as we take on the challenge of creating our dream farm to table lifestyle right here in the paradise of Busuanga, Palawan, Philippines, complete with baking our sourdough and growing our own veggies. Let's go.
Good morning. So we're gonna need to feed Gasta first. So feed Judo. It's 1 spoon of all-purpose flour, 1 spoon of whole wheat flour, and 2 spoon of water. And then we're gonna let it rise until it doubles or triples. Because we want a good activated starter for a nice bread. Now I need to make some sandwiches because the kiddos are hungry. I'm gonna make breakfast with some egg also for proteins. It's so nice to have homemade bread. My goodness, I miss that. 3 eggs. Very simple. That's for the kids. They don't like too many spices and weird flavors. So pinch of salt. I just discovered cast iron pans. So that's actually a seasoning process when you receive it. So you need to season your pan in order that your food is not gonna stick when you cook it. But if you take good care of it, it's a lifetime pan. So we're trying to get familiar and start cooking with a cast iron pan. Let's cook these eggs. As you can see, there's stuff everywhere in the kitchen because our drawer needs to be painted and varnished. Before to use the cast iron, you really need to wait that it's hot and that you can see smoke going out from the pan. And then just put your egg. We're making omelette because we want to put that in our sandwich. While this is cooking, I'm gonna start preparing. This is our homemade ketchup. It's nice, but it's more like sweet and good for sweet and sour fish, I think. This is actually the pot from Man Tomas sauce. I just clean it. Last time we had our blessing. We bought Man Tomas sauce for the lechon. And I'm just gonna use this pot actually to make our own homemade sauces. The cheese has a lot of success here. But we don't use a lot of cheese. It's like very rare when we eat cheese. Maybe we should try to make our homemade cheese. Putting the cheese on the bread. Now we take our eggs. I'm gonna cut it also. And then we're just gonna grill it. So I found this because actually I was looking for doing paninis or like toasted sandwiches. So I found this toaster and you can directly put on the gas. It's not electric because you know that we have a lot of burnouts here. So I just wanted to have something that is reliable that we can use all the time. So we're just gonna put our sandwich here and cook them. Fluffy sandwiches. Wow. Ali, let's cook them. We really would like to set up a farm to table kitchen. It would be nice to be able to grow our own herbs and vegetables as well as fruits here since we have some land. So I wanted to show you what we started to do. Of course, it's a long process and we still have a lot, but slowly and day by day, that's always my words, right? So the first thing we wanted to plant when we bought the property, the trees, right? Because they take quite a while to grow. And we were looking specifically for this dwarf coconut, which actually takes about 5 years to give the fruits. So it's quite fast. Then we are lucky because we have already some small trees and plants that are originally here. We also have quite a few cashew trees. And here is citrus. It's like Filipino lime, but it's very big. But the taste is very similar to lime. We planted some cashew, some mango. I want to add papaya, calamansi. But as we get the chance to get the different plants and then we start to grow,
Let's go back in the kitchen for a while because we need to start our sourdough bread. The starter is ready now. It has double sized already. I'm going to use the baker percentage, so I'm gonna put 1 kilo of flour. So I need 15% of sourdough starter, so 150 grams. In terms of flour, we're gonna use 600 grams of first class bread flour and then 400 grams of all wheat flour. Now we're gonna pour 75% of water, means 750 grams. Then we're gonna mix until it's well combined. Add the 15% of sourdough starter, then 2% of salt, 20 grams, and start incorporating by folding the dough this way. And we're gonna wait now 30 minutes and do this process again. In total, we're gonna fold the dough 4 times every 30 minutes.
next to the kitchen, I want to start our herbs and condiment garden. And that's the place I'm talking about for all the herbs, condiments. So we already have some lemongrass just right here. And all the way up, I have fish. Also, I planted this side. And the nursery is just here. Yesterday, I start to plant some seeds. So coriander, some bell peppers, mint. Here I have oregano, the local oregano, some chili plants, our avocado that I showed you already last week. And also the idea is to put some plants in a big pot in the corner. And here, that's the place I want to put the vegetables. So we just received our grass cutter today. So we're gonna start to do this one all the way up next to the stairs. I want to plant some plant. We already have one small tree there.
So here we have these nice greens And as you can see, we have a flower here. Let's grab this one. Let's put that in the pot. I like the plants. It gives a nice color. Let's go back to our bread. So we're going to fold the dough 4 times in order to incorporate the starter and the salt. And then let it rise for another 30 minutes. Rainy day. Typhoon passing by. So we had to set up something upstairs for the kiddos. Someone is going to go to sleep. Someone is going to take a rest and watch Peppa Pig a little bit. It's not bad with this view. Bread again. Let's pull this dough another time. Second round. So we just received the part for the washing machine. And we're gonna try to use it. I hope it's gonna work because it's been 1 month that we are washing by hands and it's really hard. It's the best news of the month. The washing machine is working again. 30 minutes later, fold the dough again. And 30 minutes later, our last fold. We're gonna cover the dough and let it sit in the fridge overnight. Next morning, starting with the bread again. First of all, we're gonna remove the dough, cut it in two, and start to form the bread. Generously add flour in your dish where you're gonna grow your bread for about 4 hours. Final shaping of the dough. So we're gonna put a little bit of flour. For this one, I'm gonna make a round bread. And for the second one, we're gonna make small baguettes. And while we're gonna let the dough rise again, we're gonna turn on our oven. We are ready for the final step. We're gonna transfer the bread in the cooking pan. I'm gonna use cast iron because it's a nice pan that will diffuse all the heat and it can handle high temperature because we need to go up to 230 to 250 degrees Celsius. And let's send the bread in the oven, 20 minutes covered and another 20 minutes uncovered. So our bread is ready. I still need to work on the temperature control of the oven, but let's have a look. Wow. I like this. It has nice bubbles inside. It's pretty nice. It's much better than last time. I'm so happy. And it smells so nice. So we're gonna still let it cool. And then we also have, I make small bread also. We also made cookies, granola. As we continue on this journey, we constantly learning and adapting. Realize that it's not just about baking food and growing bread. It's about building a life that's connected to the earth and to each other. Looking back on our journey so far, I'm struck by how far we've come. From complete beginners to capable farmers and bakers, we've learned how to navigate the ups and downs of this lifestyle. It's not always easy, but the rewards really worth it. There's something so filling about eating the food that you've grown and prepare yourself, surrounding by the people you love. So, if you're thinking of taking the challenge of creating your own farm to table lifestyle, I say go for it. It won't be easy, but would definitely be worth it. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. If you like to support us, please give us a thumb up and share the video around. Maybe some other people would be interested by this kind of content. Until next time, keep cooking, gardening, and following your journey to sustainable lifestyle.